Good morning or afternoon, evening, whenever you happen to be watching this. I am sitting, you can probably see from my backdrop, in the most beautiful home. I have a mountain in front of me. The sun is about to come up over that mountain, might come glaring in my eyes. There's beautiful mountain range, the sea. You might even be able to hear it in the background. Birds twittering. There's a pussycat walking around. And I wanted to pop on, and this is part one of a very short 5-part series. This is really about kind of bringing myself and you, thank you so much for listening and being a subscriber and being loyal to me and my journey. And I wanted to just update you. About 3 weeks ago, I said I was going to be revealing some stuff, and this is all about that. The 5 parts, I've written them down so that I don't muck them up or get them in the wrong order. Today's short video is going to be called The Calling. Number 2 will be called The Search, The Place, Surrendering to Home, and number 5 is Opening the Doors. So let's get cracking with today, The Calling. I need to take you back just a little bit to 2015. Now, in 2015, I was living in South Africa. I was in Johannesburg, I had a partner, had a cat, had a beautiful little, I called it my tree house. I was gallivanting all over the world for work, but Johannesburg was my base, my nest, my home. That's where everything, all my friends, all my work, everything. Now, that year, I had published my second book. Book one was 2013, Clear Your Clutter. Book two was Ditch Your Glitch in 2015. And then I had the most outrageous experience where I was invited to be part of a movie in Las Vegas. Now, when you say movie Las Vegas, you might think it's all about, this and this, but it wasn't. It was a beautiful spiritual movie called The Secrets of the Keys. I had been to Las Vegas to shoot and be part of the movie, a little bit like The Secret, like a beautiful spiritual movie. And I was about to return to Las Vegas with my partner at the time, my mum, and a really dear friend. And it was a red carpet event at a beautiful venue in Las Vegas, my first red carpet premiere. And in the December, I was about to reward people who'd invested in me with a red carpet premiere in Johannesburg. There was so much wonderful stuff going on. And I had a pussycat Stripey. Lots of people knew Stripey and loved Stripey. And one day, literally this idea, it wasn't even an idea. That's why I've said it's the calling. This concept kind of dropped. I feel it drop in like through my top chakra, almost from above, down through and into my heart, bypassed my mind, thank goodness. And it landed in my heart, and my body kind of resonated it out. And I remember putting my hands on my heart going, whoa. And I was very well known for decluttering, going into people's homes. I'd been on TV a gazillion times. I'd done a pilot for a TV show. I lived my motto, live light, live large. And I had been living that experience for many years and helping other people declutter their lives too. But this idea was pack up your life and go. And it didn't feel like an instruction. It felt like a calling. And I remember I was in my beautiful home and I looked around and I thought, well, I'm just going to sell all of this. Like I didn't do the maths. I didn't do the thinking. That's how I live. I get an idea. I follow my heart. And I thought, I'm going to get rid of everything that I don't need, sell it, give it away, gift it, whatever. Keep my absolute beautiful essentials. And the idea was to go location free for 1 year. Location free, which meant a couple of boxes in storage, and then me and my suitcase and my backpack and a hat. Off I go around the world. This was a calling. That's what it felt like. It also felt like the next level, next iteration of my brand for my work in terms of decluttering. If I can do that, I have really mastered living light and living large. Time for a sip of coffee. So the first thing I did was I called one of my very dear friends and I said, I won't give you her name. Do you think Stripey could come and live with you for a year? Absolutely, she said. Couldn't be happier. Cool, Stripey sorted. Next, oh, the sun's about to pop up. Next, I spoke to my partner. I said, this is my idea. He was super supportive of anything and everything that I wanted to do, especially if it involved going out into the world and spreading my wings a little larger. So that's what I did. And within 6 weeks, just after the premiere, I had packed up my home and I had 3 boxes. Many years later, that became a book, Location Free Living, 10 Lessons for Living and Working Anywhere in the World. And that was for people over 45. So that was 11 years ago. So I was 46 when I started Location Free. And I just followed my heart. So I got the calling. I felt it in my body. I made an instant decision. It wasn't something that had been sitting with me for a long time. And maybe that's what it's like for you. Maybe there's something sitting in your heart or your space or your brain or your body that you've been sitting with for quite a long time and it won't let you go. It keeps nudging you. It keeps calling you. It keeps prodding you. It keeps waking you up at night because that's typically how it happens for a lot of my clients and a lot of people that I know. Mine was almost instantaneous. It was this instant draw, this instant calling. And I just said, I'm up for that. Yes. There wasn't even an ounce of doubt. Now, what's interesting in video 2, I'll send it in a couple of days when the time feels right. That's all about the search. So that's what I'll tell you a little bit more about in that video, because obviously then I went on an entire wonderful, mad, crazy, beautiful journey. So today is all about the calling. And maybe for you, you could take a little time, maybe when you're out walking or meditating or drinking a cup of coffee, to just sit and just feel into your body and your heart and your space and your life. And just notice if there is something that is calling you. It could be a calling to start something. It could be a calling to do something. It could be a calling to go somewhere. It could be a calling to start a business. It could be a calling to end something. Just something that is pulling you. It's more of a pull. Sometimes if you don't listen to the pull, it will be a push. I believe that's how my universe works. So this is part 1 of 5. In a couple of days, you'll get part 2. And I am open for work. I am back full-time coaching, mentoring, decluttering people's homes, doing deceased estates, retreats, private retreats, talks. If there is anything you believe I can help you with, reach out to me. Just WhatsApp me, hit reply with an email saying, hey, Kate, can we chat? I've got a couple of things up my sleeve that we can work together on. And it's August. So I think September is a fantastic time to start something. What's your calling? See you soon.